Alright YouTube, I'm just going to talk about the expert settings that I like to use on my etrac. And basically, just these 4 settings. Now, it can be difficult if you're a newbie to basically know when to have your recovery deep on or off, or your recovery fast on or off, your trash density and your ground. Now, basically, what I do is I know roughly in the places that I metal detect what the ground can be like, or what I might expect. So what I start off with is, when I'm metal detecting, if I can walk 4 or 5 paces and not get any signals, then I know that probably it's a fairly clean area. Obviously it can change as you're moving along, in which case you'll change your settings, but if you're not getting tons of signals and tons of junk targets, you know, lots of iron and that, then you can have your recovery deep on, and you won't necessarily need your recovery fast on. You can have that off because it will go that a little bit deeper. It won't have to, it's not trying to speed up the signals. So again, if you're able to walk and not get your lots of signals, then you can have your trash density low, and possibly even ground neutral. The other thing that I like to look at for the ground one is, if you put it in automatic sensitivity, I tend to work around the 20s. If the automatic sensitivity is 20 or above, then I know the ground's pretty good. It's getting a good sensitivity. So I'll put the ground in neutral. If my sensitivity is below 20, then I think that it's not as good, and I would put it into difficult. That's how I tell whether to use it. Obviously you might have your own ways, but again, if you've got a lot of trash, you know, a lot of junk signals, then you might want your recovery deep off. You'll want recovery fast on, so that your etrac will basically be able to tell from one target to the next quicker as you're scanning over them. Your trash density would be on high, because there's more trash, and again it would speed up, basically finishing from one signal and starting to the next, so you get a better idea of what's there, and your ground would be difficult. So it's just the way I like to tell basically how to use my expert settings. That's how I tell whether I need to use them or not. So as always, comment, rate, subscribe. Just a little brief video for you. So cheers YouTube.